Good evening. Welcome. Good morning. Maybe you're watching this on the other side of the planet Earth. Welcome. Wherever you're watching our stream from, thank you very much for watching us. I say us because we're the dandies, not just me. There's a few of us here. We're going to entertain you with yet another spontaneous Star Trek episode, completely made up. So all our shows are made up. It's one thing that we hold true. Nope. Two things we hold true. One, we make everything up. The second is we stay in the Star Trek universe. We have been doing this for some time. We have such a blast doing this show. But for those people who are just tuning in for the first time, welcome. Thank you for joining. Let's introduce you to our characters. We've been playing them forever. We know each other fairly well, but we'll do a short character log so you can get into our world with us and enjoy this show. I'm the first one here, so I will go ahead and start. Captain's log, Captain Tachyon Field. We just dropped off Ambassador to Arable, and they have just brought a new planet into the Federation. It's an exciting time for the Federation. We're expanding in positive ways. Each of us are feeling our comfort and our joy, and I feel like being the delivery person in this matter, getting the ambassador there on time, that's going to look good on our record. We've had a few late slits, so I'm very proud that we were able to do that. And personally, my time management has improved. I created a new program in the Holodeck to improve my scores. So proud. Captain Tachyon Field, out.
Computer, 9 of 10. Good to see you. I said good to see you because I have been working on my skills, being personable. That is personable. I am personable. Anyway, I am very proud that we have gotten to the end of a mission on time. The captain created a program in the holodeck to help improve his efficiency when it comes to time management. I have been using that program. It has yet to improve my efficiency. My efficiency is very high. I am very efficient. However, I have been told that I am not very personable, which is why I am working on being more personable. So, all I have to say to that is good day, computer.
Personal log, Dr. Kilator. I have been doing the efficiency program, and I am far more efficient than I ever was. I can get a virus basically deconstructed in 2 seconds now. Before, it took me 10. But I can also create the antidote in about 30 seconds. And also a super virus with it in about 60 seconds. So it's going great. I'm so proud of myself, and I'm really living in that joy. Dr. Kilator, out.
Dear Diary, Ensign Zach here. The captain has spent a good long time in the holodeck creating a time management program. I stepped into it for all of 5 minutes, and it started to fizzle and wire, and I got scared. So I went to push the door, but the doctor had some jars there from the time that she was in there, and one of them knocked over. Anyways, I should tell someone, but the time management program told me to be more effective, and I just don't know how to do that just yet. So hopefully someone else will fix this problem. Love always, Ensign Zach.
We take you now to the bridge of the USS Peregrine. I'm enjoying that silence, 9 of 10.
Yes, I am at peak efficiency. I am not at peak personability. Is that a word? Personability? Is that that? I don't have. Borg don't have words that we consistently use for being personable. It is useless. We delete those words.
I would love to peek into that deleted dictionary sometime.
Oh, yes. There are other words that are very interesting for
Which-
other forms of engagement that we do not engage in.
If you wanted to put it into a locked, encrypted, you know, if you could hide it for if you could hide it for me somewhere. I'm getting so flustered and just so excited at potentially peeking behind the curtain of the Borg vernacular. 9 of 10. Please share with me the list of forbidden words.
All right, I will allow you to see the forbidden Borg words. They have been deleted, though, so I will have to go into a backup memory to reserve, because when you are Borg, you do not actually delete anything truly, because even if you aren't going to use it, you should still have it, so we keep a backup of everything that's deleted, and a backup of that, and a backup of the backup.
Yeah, you don't want to be defragged.
No, you do not. And you do not want to have some genius go to the bar and, well, at the genius bar. Start fixing something in your programming, and suddenly you don't remember anything.
Let me just quickly you know what? I know you came in just for the reboot cycle, but let me quickly add, oh, I see this file. I've upgraded this file for you to always supplant the language. Yeah, you're right. That would be a nightmare, because you would, especially if you didn't necessarily know that you were using one of the forbidden words that everyone else had deleted.
Oh, yes. And you do not want to know what happens when you are a Borg and you say a forbidden word to another Borg, and it's in your mind. So, of course, if you know a forbidden word, it is going to come out.
Because it's not forbidden. Everything is cataloged. Everybody knows. So you don't know that they don't know. Right. So what does happen? Could you send that to me as well?
You want to know what happens?
Well, I do. I would, if it's not traumatic.
Captain, it is the Borg.
So it is traumatic.
Oh, yes. It is traumatic. And everyone knows, because we all share a mind. So not only is it traumatic, but everyone knows your trauma. The only upside is that there are no feelings, so there is no embarrassment. However, now I can also feel that, so there would also be shame.
Yes, I could imagine, especially if there's any kind of like family dynamic between, like, you know, your 9 of 10 and the other 10s, you know, if they have memories that you don't know that they have, that it could get messy. It could get right. So
the Borg are very efficient on the surface, but you dig slightly underneath into the trash bin where all of the memories are, and then the reserves of the reserves of the reserves, and then you go into you know, the Borg secondary home, the cloud, and then all of a sudden it is very messy. There is a lot of problems, and you know, 1 of 10 turned 10 of 10 into a Borg.
I don't think you're ready for this job.
Yes, 1 of 10 assimilated 10 of 10. How do you get past that?
How does anybody get past that? Real, especially, that dynamics.
So you delete it. You just delete it, and then you put it in the reserves along with the forbidden words, along with what happens if you use the forbidden words. It's just much easier that way.
I just got it on my pad. This is a big file.
Oh, yes.
I promise not to do anything to release this beyond my eyes only.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you.
Ensign Zach, we can see you at the science station.
Too bootylicious for you. Hey, Captain.
Hey, are you a report?
I'm just monitoring the holodeck from here and ensuring that everything and the Jeffries tubes are okay. I like to do it from the science lab sometimes, and I got this song stuck in my head, so I figured I'd just come in and, you know, Press buttons.
I noticed that the holodeck is still running, but all crew are accounted for at their stations.
Yeah. I figured it was best to sort of just keep it running and sort of hubbing the way it was when I left it.
Ensign Zach, what did you break?
I didn't break. I didn't.
You didn't break, is what
I
I'm hearing.
didn't break it. I just didn't fix it when it was sort of unfixable when I left.
Captain, we are supposed to enter orbit around T47123 to pick up a cargo supply and another admiral. We will be delayed and we will be late unless we enter orbit in 3.14279 repeating seconds.
Please go ahead and go into synchronous orbit around the planet. Ensign, can you fix, or do you need assistance from somebody else on the crew?
I was just about to suggest that, how we have a like a hallway that passes the holodeck that gets to the cargo bay where you might pick up the admiral.
Sure.
You might want to take the long way around.
Noted, we can do that because right now we have a perfect timing record. I would like to keep that. So we're going to beam the admiral up right away. We'll take the long route, but we'll still go quickly because we want to get to the bridge on time.
I could get there. I could get there.
Great. We still, however, need to understand what is broken that can't be fixed and manage that.
It was a tube, and it was labeled like sluggish or something. I don't know. It was like the.
I'm going to get you and the doctor to investigate what's going on in the holodeck. Yes.
I would suggest that perhaps you might want to meet the Admiral on the planet Enstall. That is the slugoosh superbug that the Doctor created that infects the T470 species.
Right, yeah.
Admiral is part of.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that plan, a 9 of 10. I'm glad we are aligned in that. I'm going to head down. Actually, can you do a site-to-site transfer from the bridge here? And I will go and meet the Admiral.
All right, site-to-site transferring.
This is beautiful. This is most remarkable. I can see down the hallway that you just came from to be out here in this lovely
sorry, it took me a while
forest.
To walk out.
Arboreal forests are my favorite. They remind me of home. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Captain Tachyon Field from the USS Peregrine.
Welcome, Tachyon Field.
Welcome.
Smells like
I smell like talcum.
talcum.
Mm.
The powder.
As is your custom, please take me in the full aroma.
Yes, we only have pine cones and spring leaves around here to rest under our armpits, so the smell of talcum is genuinely delicious.
Yes.
Thank you.
I've
I'm
smelled
glad.
like mushrooms for 5 years now.
Excuse me.
Oh, excused.
Since you smell so delicious, may I nibble on your arm?
I know this isn't first contact, so anything goes. But yes, go ahead.
Oh yes, thank you.
Those teeth are remarkably sharp.
Oh yes, I sharpened them this morning.
Admiral.
Cool.
Yes. Yes. Are you ready to beam back to the ship, or do you also require a nibble?
I could be enticing to nibble on your ear for a
Oh,
moment.
yeah. Again, first contact says, let's do it. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you also for piercing my ear. I now have an earring.
The
That's,
wax
Oh,
was
here's our
exquisite.
ceremonial earring.
thank
Yes.
you.
The Admiral's teeth are sharp. I sharpened them this morning.
Ooh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
A
I
daily sharpening keeps the harpening away.
damn sharpening keeps the harpening away. I appreciate you bringing me into these cultural practices. May I share one of mine as well?
Is it
Excellent.
eating? Is it nibbling? Is it chewing?
Some people call it chewing the scenery. Chewing the scenery. I would like to greet you in various emotional ways, like we would if we were back on Aldea.
Yes, there are many trees. You may chew any of them you wish. Will you do your greeting?
I'm going to get this one right here, I think. Am I? Yes. Its bite is worse than its bark. It's very bitter. It's very, very bitter.
Funny. Funny. You are funny.
Thank
So
you.
delightful.
Thank you. Thank you. If you have a pine cone,
Oh, yes, we have many pine cones.
Oh, thank you. Great, great, great. Admiral, I am pining for you.
Ha! Ha!
Magnifique.
Also, beware, I sharpened those pine cones this morning.
Yep.
Our royal sharpener.
Oh, yes. I'm on pins and needles for your reactions.
The sharpening of pine cones will make your mind
My mind blown.
blown.
Oh,
Get back to the ship! Doctor.
Yes. 9 of 10.
I understand that you are basking in your joy, and I do not want to disturb a good bask.
I've created 14 super viruses.
Yes.
And I had a coffee.
Oh. Well, maybe you could have half a coffee and start working on resolving the sluggish virus, which has been released on the ship.
Where?
Ensign Zach was not completely clear. Ensign Zach, are you not supposed to be at this meeting apologizing for what you have done?
Yeah, I believe so, but I'll be there in a minute.
Excellent.
The sluggish virus is highly volatile. It won't affect us, but it affects the entire planet below us. So we have to be very, very careful about cross-contamination. It'll destroy their entire ecosystem.
The captain already went to the planet, assuming that he hadn't been infected. Are you saying that the likelihood is that he already was infected?
The likelihood is that everyone here is infected already, but the transference is only through bites. I'm sure it's fine.
Captain, this is 9 of 10 from the ship.
This is Captain Tack Infield, fully bitten all over my body, as is their custom.
Captain, the good news is that we have absolutely arrived on time, and no one is going to notice a delay in them being brought to the ship. The bad news is you were infected. The infection is spread by bite, and you are going to destroy Is it everything on the planet, or is it?
It's most things.
Most things?
It will destroy the planet through the mycelium network. There's a huge mycelium network throughout, and unfortunately, if anyone ingests those mushrooms, they will become feral.
This is Captain Dacian Field here on the planet. They've just nibbled on me. They haven't eaten anything else. I haven't had any mushrooms either. I am completely sober. What is my next plan of action?
Get to high ground, because you have about 4 minutes before they go feral.
Yes, I believe you are like the captain mushroom, so they don't have to eat a mushroom. They just have to eat you.
Yes,
Or they
run
get
to the
infected,
planet.
and then the mushrooms get infected,
Like a
and then
weird
other
Mario
people
thing.
get infected.
I don't know why I put on talcum today. This is all right. I'm going to start running, and I'm going to turn off my comm because it will be embarrassing to hear me huff and puff.
Uh,
I don't think he
Oh
turned
my
it off.
God. Oh my God.
Captain,
I feel like my crew is here with me
You
at the
got-
very least.
You gotta hit
we
that.
are.
Button.
You
gotta
left
hit the
us
button.
on.
Hit with your hand. Hit
What?
the.
What? I
Captain,
fell. The hill. Oh, I'm falling
sounds
back
like
down the
it's
hill
on a pine
toward
cone.
the Admiral. Oh my God. Oh, Admiral, thank you very much. Ah, why are you biting me? No, you already had a bite. Oh,
God.
oh my God. Oh.
Captain. Well, let's hope the captain is still alive, and I will start working on converting some Borg technology to wipe our memories of that conversation.
Did anyone hear that whoosh thing at the end? What was that?
I think possibly the Admiral somehow whipped him with his teeth.
God. Oh God.
Or death. It also could be the sound of death.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I also hope not. That is a forbidden sound. I could go into the Borg reserve files, but it is a deleted sound. We delete it very often. We have so many memory wipes. It's like 447.4 per day.
Shouldn't one of us go down there? I mean,
Yes.
where's Commander Hunter? Shouldn't he go down there? So this sounds like a mission. He could totally navigate the forest. He was a Boy Scout early on in his.
Ensign Zach, you need to, I will say this in a more personable way. You have done a big mistake.
What?
And you need to fix it. And it is your job. It is not Commander Hunter's job. It is your job. So you get to go to the planet and take responsibility like the champion that you might one day be if everything about you changed.
Something that Commander Hunter might have said, except a little more negative at the end. Not champion. He would have picked another word, but
I
So
thought
I'm gonna
another
go-
word. You are lucky we do not have a connection via our minds.
oh God.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna get down to the planet and try to help the captain. I'll see y'all later.
I'll
Excellent.
start working on the antivirus, the antidote, the vaccine.
Yes.
Cut back to the planet. Look, your teeth have somehow gotten even sharper.
I sharpened them.
It's wonderful that you have the skill as a sharpener and you skill practice using them on other people. I'm going to suggest maybe we take turns. Maybe we each just go around in a circle and bite each other. The three of you start. Show me how this works. Maybe you, Admiral, you could bite the sharpener so the sharpener knows how good their work is.
You know, this is a lot of talking when we could be
Just be
biting.
biting each other. Bite each other.
Doing-
Bite each other. I'm gonna get you to bite each other. I'm imploring you to bite one another. If you're not dancing, then you should be biting somebody else. That's the name of this song.
They're biting me.
To bite each other. Yeah, that's right, Admiral. I'm gonna get you to bite each other. Oh, Admiral, maybe you should dodge and parry. Use some of your Federation Starfleet training. Don't turn them this way. Don't turn them on another officer. Admiral? The Admiral is one of yours. Your Admiral is down.
I need to bite more people.
I also need to bite more.
Bite each. Hey, you know what? There was a nice hall I saw just down that way. If you go down that hall.
Cat?
And to Zach, run.
We can bite that.
Run to the hills. Oh, you have a weapon.
Back off. I just picked up a random. I picked up a random stick. They're all around.
Right. It is true. This is a forest. I didn't consider using force. I was trying to use their energy against themselves. A different diplomatic tactic. Thank you, though, for saving me, keeping them at bay.
Pine. No.
I will be over here sharpening my teeth. Beware.
Good. Yeah, that stick is very. Oh, you threw. Ensign, thank you very much. Now we're both infected.
I didn't think about that. I should have come down in a suit, but my adrenaline was kicking, and honestly, 9 of 10 made it sound way more threatening for me to be above the ship than below down here.
I'm going to make a note to add to her log that she's been working on her personability skills, getting a bit more efficient in that personability. I like that. Yeah, you have a plan for how we can bring the Admiral safely to the ship.
I thought he just got eaten. Didn't they just eat? It looked like that's his hand.
You know,
and that's definitely his hair.
You know, I thought maybe he got so scared that he ran away, but if he's completely consumed,
I think.
Excuse me. My teeth have been sharpened. My teeth are now the sharpest. I am the new Admiral.
Oh, that is you're part of the dental authority. Yes. Wonderful. Well, new Admiral, how may we address you?
You may address me as the sharpener, the nibbler, the biter, the chewer, and I see that stick, but I am only backed off for now.
Well, Admiral, you know Federation treatises. You understand our way. How can we understand your way and not get eaten today?
You can give yourself to us, and we will only chew you until bones remain. We will save the bones.
I don't make a good soup. I can promise you, I make a very horrible broth. The talcum powder is a lie about me. I don't normally come off that sickly sweet.
I have a lot of metal in my body from a lot of injuries.
Yes, it's true.
I wouldn't want you to chip tooth.
I like metal. What metal do you have in your bodies? Do you have iron?
Don't tell her about the titanium.
Titanium.
It's titanium, radiation, bad for you, stadium.
It is pretty bad for the stadiums, yes. The nibbler, the sharpener.
The biter.
We want to save your planet. Your planet is unfortunately in the midst of a biohazard.
Yes, I know. I nibbled on you already, and there is certainly something wrong, because usually I ask. I am a nibbler.
And you did. You did ask initially. Initially, you did ask, and then you reverted a little bit back to pre-Federation days.
Yes, there is something wrong.
Yes. And that's we're admitting that. We're admitting that there's something wrong. There is something literally in our bloods that is making your people, this planet, sick.
Is that why I want to bite so badly? I want to bite you?
That may be pre-existing conditions because you do normally ask and then do it. Now you're not asking. So maybe the permission, it's affecting your permission genes.
Yes, my boundaries. My
Your
boundaries are low, and all I can obsess about is how my sharp teeth could bite into our juicy eyeballs.
Hear me out, though.
Yes.
There's a lot of creatures running around in this forest that could also be delicious and nutritious.
Titanium? You find me a titanium creature, and I will not eat you, titanium creature.
The titanium's in a really weird place. There's not a lot of meat around it.
Ensign, I'm going to ask you to do a 180-degree scan for these creatures, specifically with the minerals and metals that you have mentioned. Admiral, we are going to get our doctor, who is amazing, to see if we can come up with something that impacts the cell boundaries.
Tell your doctor that as I chew the scenery, I know that whatever is happening here has contaminated the whole forest. The teeth of the trees will grow soon, and they will sharpen their teeth, and then their tree teeth, they will bite us all, even me. Even the chewer will be chewed. Even the taster will be tasted. Even the
we need to stop that tree teeth oil from spreading.
Yes.
All right. Since we have a plan, I'm going to get the doctor engaged safely from the ship, and in the meantime, could you show us around? Give us a little bit of a tour of all the places that are infected.
Yes, but I am so tired. I just need a nibble on that one's titanium, and I will be ready.
Run and Ensign, maybe emergency beam. Not that kind of beam. Different kind of beam. Yeah.
Why did you send the titanium one away?
As the captain, as the person who brought this problem to you, I would rather sacrifice myself, non-metallic self, than let him suffer.
I will eat you first, and then I will take your ship, and I will eat it all.
I actually have the opposite of metal in my flowing through me.
What is
That's right. I have microplastics. I have microplastics that I have.
No!
Yeah.
What about your eyeballs? Do you have microplastics in your eyeballs?
Oh, those are macro plastics, actually. They're not even eyeballs. They're just fancy covers, just not, it's an ableist thing. We could get into it later.
Captain.
Yes.
Why are you so full with plastics? Why are there microplastics? Did somebody destroy your ocean?
Not my ocean, but I have visited Earth a lot. And, they have this drink called root beer, which is amazing. And anyway, let's walk and talk, and hopefully the doctor will have something underway.
All right, but Captain, you have a very short amount of time, and then I will have to eat you.
Okay, how efficiently can I create a vaccine for a supervirus that can be transmitted through a mycelium network?
Very efficiently. You can create it very, very efficiently. Would you like me to give you a time that a Borg could create it in?
Nope. Just distract me.
All right. Ensign Zach, why are you back?
Well, I did what I said I was going to do, and I went down to the planet, and I scoped out all of the animals, and I watched an admiral get eaten alive by his crew.
The admiral has been eaten. The admiral, who is in charge of the diplomatic talks that we are going to attend, has been eaten. The admiral who is the only person in the entire galaxy who was requested for this diplomatic talk?
Yes, that admiral. But there is a new admiral that ate most of the older admiral. And this admiral has way sharper teeth.
That admiral maybe is not a diplomat, Ensign Zach. People who eat other people are not generally the top diplomat in the universe.
Well, you know, in his defense, he was dancing, and I think it really triggered the other people in his species to attack in a fair way.
Ensign Zach.
Yeah.
Please listen to me when I say, in the most personable way, you have destroyed the entire universe!
Well, at least we're still here.
For now!
But we have each other.
Until we get blown up!
Hear me out. Hear me out. In their rage of eating, they didn't eat his hair and one of his hands.
Oh, excellent! The most important parts for diplomacy!
Well, if they propped it up, if he was answering questions, we could prop it up.
We could just put a hand, and then
a hand,
hair, and just kind of nod it occasionally?
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible idea. That is a horrible idea. The only advantage of this day is you have taught me that I have the capacity for human emotions, like frustration. A lot of frustration.
Well, there's a great program in the Holodeck. It's sort of broken right now, but it's about time management. And maybe that could help you with your frustrations.
My frustration is not time management. My frustration is you management!
Which is costing you a lot of time. So if you go and fix the Holodeck program, I mean, you could take, I brought this stick back from the planet. Maybe that could help. Or I thought maybe it could help with the dock.
Actually, give that here.
All right. I am going to take a shuttle. I am going to have several deep breaths on that shuttle. And then we are going to have to find the second best diplomat in the entire world. Who is the second best diplomat in the universe according to Starfleet?
I'm telling you right now, the new admiral down there had some really good points.
The second best admiral diplomat is Admiral Chewy, also known as Admiral Bitey, also known as Admiral Sharpener of Teeth, also known as Yum Yum Yum, put it in my tum.
You are so lucky. You are so lucky. There is nowhere to demote you. You would be fired.
Score 1 for Ensign Zach.
Is that a score? Is that a score if it goes wrong and then it just happens to work? I suppose. How are you so lucky? I do everything right, and I am not as lucky as you. You knocked over things and destroyed stuff, and somehow it's still fine.
This is Captain Tackienfield. We ran out of tour, and Admiral Chewy has started gnawing on my leg.
I forgot. I left the captain down.
So far, it's manageable. I did try and warn about the microplastics, but eventually that wore very thin.
Dr. Latour, a Borg would have finished this 15.34 seconds ago.
I just reached 100% with the vaccine.
What was the stick part of it? Was the
stick? Did it?
That's.
Do not be proud of that. That was a mistake. You know, it's like a fire. It's like every time Ensign Zach does something, it's like my heart is exploding and burning at the same time, and then it just feels like it's constricting, and I am much less efficient. You are right. I now need the time management program. Ensign Zach, you destroyed my efficiency.
I just created a pill for you to get rid of that.
Oh, excellent. I would appreciate it.
Was the stick part of the pill as well?
Yes, actually it was. That stick had amazing properties.
Oh, excellent. And Zach, you have done a mediocre job. Return to work. Dr. Keelator, you have done almost an excellent job. Return to work. I have failed in all my duties because I have allowed this to affect me, but the pill is helping. I will return to work.
This is Captain Tacky in Field. 9 of 10. I just want to amend that. You've been doing an amazing job personally taking care of the crew while I'm here getting consumed.
How much have you heard? Has your comm been off?
I thought I turned it off, but just like before I thought I turned it off, I've heard everything. So as the Admiral actually stopped numbing just for a moment to nod in agreement with me.
Oh, excellent. Would the Admiral maybe want to take some medicine and leave, and then we can drop some medicine everywhere on the planet because we
could spray it. Absolutely. If it's possible to just like a bucket of water on this situation, I would appreciate whatever will get me out of here. And then a site-to-site transfer right to medical. Yeah, I would like my leg back eventually.
Excellent. Could you also just bring the Admiral because we are...
Yep, we are late.
0.471971 repeating seconds behind for important diplomatic talks.
Wonderful. All right, 2 to beam up directly to medical.
Doctor, do you have enough to make the medication available to the entire planet, or shall we just take off very quickly?
I have enough. I actually created a vaccine that distributes it by the mycelium network that it also is distributed by, which the entire planet is wrapped up in. So there are about 5 key locations that I have literally transferred it to right now and released the vaccine. So
this is all wonderful, but I've stopped being tasty. Can you meet me in medical, please, doctor?
I will meet you in medical.
Also, we're going to need the Admiral, and we are going to race to these talks. So can you just make sure the Admiral is not going to chew the face off or eyeballs of anyone in these talks?
I will administer the vaccine since the Admiral was taken off the planet first.
I'm going to recommend that we don't spare the rod in this case, or give them a carrot. I'll give them a carrot. I'm replicating carrots so they have something else to chew on.
Cut to the diplomatic talks.
I am Captain Tacky in Field, chairing these diplomatic talks, but I've already said too much. I now pass it over to the diplomat from T-7304,
Yes.
Admiral Chewie.
Who needs diplomacy?
We all need diplomacy. We're trying to... I've said too much.
Right. Who has caused the problem here?
Oh, okay. So I haven't said enough, Captain Tacky in Field. Yeah, we discovered a new rift into the Gamma Quadrant, and the Foundlings are back. We're trying to, brook peace with them this second time around. I give it over to you.
All right. So you Foundling, you Starfleet.
Currently the Foundlings have actually taken over my crew. One looks like my doctor, and the other looks like my ensign. You can tell it's not my ensign, though, because there's no mustard around.
These are unusual talks. This mostly seems like an invasion disguised as a diplomatic mission.
That's why we need you.
Have we been sent here so you could take over this ship and everybody? Is this a real diplomatic talk?
It is real. We need you. You and your people are experts in stop not chewing the fat.
You do not smell like talcum powder, but all I have to say is if you invade, we will chew your eyeballs. Or you could stay in your own space, and we will not chew your eyeballs. I sharpened my teeth on the way over here. We have trees that could have teeth. Would you like to meet trees with teeth?
That's terrifying. I can shapeshift into anything, and yet I would never shapeshift into that.
No,
That's
you would not.
Despicable.
Yeah.
Now, would you like me to shapeshift you into someone without your eyeballs?
We're going to end the show there, I think, because I want to see it. I want to see it, and I know that's not the way that our shows normally go. So, in terms of our diplomatic missions, I'm still going to chalk that one up as a win.
Really.
Thank you very much for having joined us. This is Holodeck Follies. It's our opportunity to get together and spontaneously create Star Trek episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to our various channels, please go ahead and do so. Start with the one that you're already on, if it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Thank you very much. And join us on those other channels. We're also on Twitter if you want to join us there. We hope that you had a great time. We certainly did. When we see you next time, we will ask that you laugh long and prosper.